Welcome back.
Woohoo!
Happy Wednesday.
Y'all, how are you?
It is a glorious, beautiful day here in East
Is
Tennessee.
it not?
I mean, what is it, like 78 degrees or something?
77 is the high Lauren reported right before the show.
I know the weather's just trying to play me right now, but I'm here for it.
I kind of told the
letting it
team, I told the team yesterday on our company walk that I was like, I want a little snow before the season ends.
I don't want to hear your
Like,
mouth.
I just want, this is really all I want, which I could do this with, I do this a lot actually. I just want to sit and watch it snow and play with my babies on the floor.
Oh, okay.
That's all I want.
That's sweet.
That's all I want.
That's sweet.
So I want to wake up and like, I want it to be a work day.
Y'all just went skiing.
I know, they were sick and teething. Like,
Oh, okay.
I want it to be snowy.
The
and,
mood's got to be right.
Yeah, and I want it to be a work day that we're like, oh my gosh, it's too bad. We have to all stay home. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's really cute though. That's
Thank
really
you.
cute. But still, I don't want it to snow.
I know. I mean, I guess we get to play hooky one day.
We can fake it. We can
Fake
get you
it.
a little snowmaker.
Oh my gosh, Shirley Witt, can I just say congratulations. 3rd year as a Makers Gonna Learn member.
Wow.
Congratulations. Y'all, as we get started, if you are brand new here, welcome. If you're a new member, let us know in the comments down below. We'd love to welcome you. If you're a longtime friend of the show, let us know. I'm Alicia. Really, I'm about to have to send out a customer survey.
Oh.
I kind of want to know, and I would love for y'all to email this in, comment, what you all want from Makers Gonna Learn this year. Like,
Yeah.
what new things should we craft up for you? What new programs? What does the membership need?
Like, what do y'all want?
Yes.
Like we have a general idea
Yeah.
just because we interact with you all, but like just we need you to be really direct and be like,
Yeah.
this is what I don't know, and this is what I need you all to show me.
Like I needed it. Like, and this could be something you ask yourself. What is something that you had to leave Makers Gonna Learn to get? Because y'all know we don't want you to have to, look at anywhere else. We want to provide you to the best of our abilities as a one-stop shop. So is it, oh my gosh, I needed certain cut files you didn't have, or I needed this, or so I would love that. And we'll send out a survey to make it legit. But if you're not a member and you're considering, joining, our last day today is the President's Day sale. I extended it just for the show today, actually. So it's like a VIP discount. It's $30 off just using the coupon code FLASH30 for our annual membership. It's so good. But we're constantly listening to our members.
Oh yeah. We want to know what you guys want.
Yeah.
That's what brings us the most joy.
Yes.
I want to feel like I'm doing something for somebody out there that's wanting, regardless of what that is. So.
For sure. And oh my goodness, my friends, new member since January. Congratulations, Carrie.
Hi.
Welcome all our new friends. So many people new. Welcome. Hey, Carol or Erica.
I saw someone say a merch store.
I know. Well, the best part is if you want our logos and things like that, we have it on the website.
Yeah, you can
make it. So if you
make
all want to have like a Makers Learn merch night, we could do that in the member only channel one night.
That'd
be so fun. Yeah. So we love it.
Tracy's here. Hi,
Tracy. Hey, Tracy. How are you? Oh my gosh. I love it. All right. So today, Alicia, what are we covering?
Okay, this is so we have lots of videos on our channel that got a lot of traction, lots of views, but they're a little bit outdated.
Yeah.
And so what we've done is virtually went back and found all that old content, and we're like, let's make it as updated as we can for you guys. This is one of the most viewed videos that we have on our channel, and it is the car decals.
Yes.
So what we've done, we're going to show you 2 different ways today: how to waterproof printable vinyl, and how to just cut like a standard car decal out of adhesive vinyl.
Yeah.
So, and I'm going to give you tips on like the best vinyl to use and the best way to waterproof it and stuff like that. So, yeah.
It's going to be really good.
It is.
The product that you have here on the table, I've actually done, I did Courtney a shampoo, a body wash, and a conditioner bottle.
Yeah.
And I used this product today from StarCraft. So this has been tested, not only tested, but used for almost a year and a half inside of my own shower.
Yeah.
And it's holding strong.
That's
so
amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome. There's a whole like recorded video on the channel. It's about like waterproofing decals like 3 ways or something.
Yes.
But like Alicia said, the software shifted. There's new design space like restrictions like taken away so you can do better, larger print and cut.
Yes, big print and
Big
cuts.
print and cut. So now you can do that on your car. You can do it in so many different ways.
Right.
Car decals for a lot of people are scary.
Yes.
So we just want to take that away because you're making a decal.
Yeah, it's very easy. Actually, probably one of the easiest Cricut crafts.
Yeah.
I would argue that, if
For
not the
sure.
easiest. I just think people see them and they think that it's going to be difficult, but
Right.
it's really, if you have the right materials, it's really not.
Yes. Now, a lot of people like doing big wall decals can be challenging, or doing like hours of operation and like logos on the car, things like that. That can be daunting, but here's what I want to say to you. Because I see a lot of you that are chatting about, oh my gosh, I want to do this for my business. I want to encourage you to do it. And here's what I want to say. As someone that has done door decals, things like that, you want to say yes to the order, okay? Do one or two, maybe just for free to get comfortable. And here's what I want to offer you. What do you have to lose? So you may say, Dana, I'm nervous. Like, what if it's Cricut? What are you gonna do? Alicia, what would you do?
Take it off and do it again.
Do it again. So I want to offer that to you today, that if you want to add something new to your offering, this would be a really affordable one, and you'll perfect your skill. It does not take too long to learn how to position door decals.
And I think what the dilemma for people with car decals is the application process.
Yes,
I
for
think
sure.
it's making sure it's straight, making sure the surface is clean,
Yep.
and those are the more daunting. That's the more daunting part of it.
100%.
But just it's removable. It's
Yes.
just sticker paper. It's not that serious. Like you can take it off and make a new one. It's totally fine.
So good. So we've had some questions. Can you join monthly at Makers Gonna Learn? Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
You can.
Join monthly. Join, whatever tier you want. If you know we're like practically married, like if we're like going all in on each other, where you want the best discount, the best bonuses, everything, I have a special coupon today for that. So you can save an additional 30 for President's Day. Today's the last day if you use the coupon code FLASH30, which is very close to our best deal of the year. Super cool. So it's a great deal. And you can craft with us for a full 365 days.
Ooh.
It's incredible. You'll have like over 13,000 instant crafty BFFs. And we would love to share with you.
I mean, there's just a lot inside of the membership that I don't think people fully get until they get into the membership.
Exactly.
Like, it's like a whole new world. It's like having a brand new app with all of these things that you can do and learn, and it's different over there in the membership.
We work on PC, Mac, iOS, Android, your iPhone, your iPad, whatever you want to use,
all of the above.
you will enjoy.
Yes.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. Are you going to touch on some of these Design Space, like print and cut updates, Alicia?
Yeah, for sure. Should we just go ahead and jump into it?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay,
Okay,
before you get started with supplies, I've had people ask if I can make magnetic signs for cars. Can this process of sealing the ink work for print and cut magnet sheets too?
Okay, I have an opinion about this. So you can use the printable magnet sheets to make decals for your car. But those magnet sheets, I like to use them for, like on my Dollar Tree pans, they stick pretty well.
Yeah.
There's certain things they stick well to, but I don't trust that if I go over a speed bump that thing is going to stay on.
Now, I would also, so I was in the camp where my mom had my name on for basketball, baseball, and football.
How sweet.
Like on her car. And she would change them out based on the
season.
season.
I love that.
So I would argue do a little trial and error. Because the magnet sheets we have are really good.
Yes.
Like I think if I stuck it to my car, I personally, I'll just say I think they would stay. I would be worried more about discoloration. Which I think what you're going to learn today is possibly something that could help last longer.
Yeah.
I would argue just get really good magnet sheets. Like you're going to pay for the magnet sheet.
If you get a cheapo magnet sheet, you're going to have a cheapo magnet.
You might hit the railroad and it's going to fall off.
It's going to pop right off. And so you don't want that.
Yeah. Now, our team members have had decals on their cars for multiple years, and even parking outside like overnight, during the day, in the weather, they last. So they'll last longer than you think.
And I want to preface it by saying that car decals are not going to last forever. They're stickers.
Correct.
They're literally paper, and they're out in the weather all the time. You wash your car, it gets rained on, so you can't really expect them to last forever, but there are things that you can do to ensure that they're going to last for a really long time and significantly longer than if you just use some cheap vinyl, or, you know, there's things that we can do to make them last longer. So that's what we want to talk about today. And I've got all of the things here. If we go overhead. So I want to show you all how to make just like a basic Cricut decal. This is going to be super, super easy. If you are an experienced Cricketer, you're probably going to be like, that's super easy. But I want to show you all and give you some tips on things that I like to use when we're just doing basic vinyl cut decals. And then my other thing I want to talk about today are print then cut car decals. So you all know, if you've been here for any amount of time, that we love the Decals brand sticker paper. This is the matte, which I think prints the best. It prints better than the glossy, in my opinion.
I love this brand.
Yeah, Decals sticker paper is bomb.com. And the matte, I prefer the matte. I don't know if you have noticed the difference between glossy or matte, but for me, the black, like if you have a design with black in it, the matte paper just absorbs the pigment and the ink really well. And so that's why I love this vinyl matte paper. And then this is the star of the show. This is the update. So previously, I don't know that we had used this on the car decal video previously, but I want to say that this is going to be the ticket for your print then cut car decals, because this is a UV laminate sheet. So these are clear. Let me take one out and I'll show you. This is basically like putting a clear film over your decal. So I'm just going to pull this edge up. Well, maybe if I can get it. So, and it's also like a matte finish, which I am a sucker for a matte finish. So this is what is going to go over your sticker. And then I've got a sticker right here. This one has the laminate over top of it. This feels such good quality. This feels like I bought it at like REI. Like, it feels like one of those fancy Patagonia stickers. Am I the only one who knows what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
like the fancy like water bottle stickers you can buy.
Because here's the deal. When you're at REI or, you know, Nashville, Asheville, wherever you're going, you're paying $5 to $6 for those stickers. And I would argue that a lot of us worry, you know, just to talk about, I love teaching people about selling their crafts.
Yes.
And I want to offer that, you know, I happily pay $5 and $6.
Me too.
For a good sticker.
Me too.
So
me too.
For our friends out here that's like, I can't charge more than $1 for a sticker, I want to offer you that people will happily order from you. And the thought you have about your customer is very important. And I want you to monitor your relationship with the identity of your customer, because you need to think positively around your customer.
I agree with that.
You need to know that they want to spend money with you because they love supporting you and getting the result. And I think the sticker, I'm a crafter, I could make that sticker. You're a crafter and you can make that sticker, but we happily give our funds to get a ready-made sticker that we just put on our water bottles and enjoy.
If you can get it in the right place and you've got your right demographic and you're selling, if you have a bicycle shop up the road and you live near the beach, like, this is perfect. You know, I mean, you just find what works for you and like, don't undersell yourself either. So anyways, I've got all this stuff here. You're going to need some basic Cricut tools. We're going to be using a standard grip mat. I've got a brayer, which I like to use for my print then cuts. Even when I'm not making stickers, brayer is great for print then cut so your ink doesn't ever smudge. I've got a burnishing tool, an X-Acto knife, a measuring tape, and then some scissors. And I also like to keep rubbing alcohol around for my application process. So we really like to clean our surfaces really well. These little alcohol pumps are from the Dollar Tree, and we just put rubbing alcohol in them and we clean all of our surfaces before we apply vinyl with these. So this is like one of our oldest hacks. I don't know if you want to call it a hack. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna pull up Design Space really quick. And I've already pulled my PNG, so let's just start there. And I want to start from the top. So if you're like, what the heck, how did you get to where we're at now? Let's go ahead and hop over to the Makers Gonna Learn website. And I've already got our new, so these are our newest images that I think these came out like earlier this week, or maybe at the end of last week. Lots of really fun like disc golf files, which my dad and husband and brother-in-law are disc golfers.
I love Did you know I love disc golf?
Do you?
I played a lot before I had kids.
Okay.
It was the way I pitch people on it is it's like hiking.
Bless
Excuse
you.
me, I should have took that allergy medication.
I know.
It's like hiking, but you get to be outside longer.
Yes.
I love it.
It's like
fun.
it's like pepped up hiking. Yeah, it's really fun. So lots of really fun and cute disc golf. We've got Mardi Gras stuff in here. These surf and sand files are like a vibe for me. I really love the colors. And the perk of using PNGs and doing a printable image is that you're going to get a lot more color, opposed to if you're doing a vinyl decal. You can always layer different colored vinyls, but if you've got an inkjet printer, you can just print these out and the color is already there. You're not having to fiddle with like layering your vinyls and things like that. So lots of different options. Tabitha says, oh my gosh, Tanner, Tyler, and Trey should plan a day to go disc golfing. That would be so fun. So you can see.
Wait for a second. I was like, who's Tabitha? I was like, that's our Tabitha.
Who didn't mean it?
Or I didn't mean who's well, first of all, I didn't know it was our Tabitha that commented. Then I was like, wait, is Tyler your brother? Because I didn't know that was her. Yes, we all should. That could be like the Maker's Gonna Learn husband's activity.
Husband's retreat.
Sadie's boyfriend goes too.
All right.
Have a blast.
Well, there you go. So, okay. So let's just download this file. I'm just going to show you all how this works. So if we wanted this file right here, you're going to go ahead and select the little button. It'll pop down into a zip folder. If for some reason you can't find it, go to your Finder or your search bar and type in the name of the file, or go to your recent downloads and it should be there. And then you can see right here, it is a PNG. So it'll have the file name .png. And then what you're going to do, leave it like it is, pull up Cricut, and you're going to go to your uploads. So I selected upload. I'm going to upload my image, and I like to drag and drop my images. So I'm just going to go back to my Finder, go find your file on your computer, and you can just drag and drop this into your uploads. Now with PNGs, I always use complex. That's just what I like to use. And then you can select apply and continue. If we select cut image, it's just going to give us this circle. So make sure you select print, then cut image, and we're going to go ahead and upload that. And then we can select it and add it to our canvas, and voila.
Look at you. Oh, everybody's loving these stickers. When did these come out?
I think this week or last week. It was like the beginning of this week or last week.
Am digging this.
Me too. They're so cute.
They're sticker readies. And remember, if you're a member, you can use these for your business and sell them.
Yeah, which is amazing. These would be so cute in a little surf shop. So anyways, that's how you pull an image in. I did the same exact process with this image right here, and I'm going to use this arched image because I just think it's so stinking cute. And then basically, when you pull a PNG in, typically they're going to come in flattened. If for some reason you get a PNG from elsewhere, like not from Maker's Gonna Learn, make sure that all of your layers are flattened. Now, if you're using our files, they're gonna be flattened because we're just picky like that. But sometimes, so a lot of our PNGs are, well, all of them, they're hand drawn. So sometimes whenever you pull in PNGs, and I wish I could show you all an example of this, there will be like little tiny, like on this one, let me see if y'all can see this. Sadie, tell me if this is in focus right here. Can you all see this? I just want to show this to you. So, can you guys see right here? There's a little cut. Okay, sometimes on hand-drawn images, mainly because it's like an illustration, it's not like an SVG where there are definite lines. There may be tiny, tiny little gaps. And on this particular PNG, there is. So if you go to cut this out, it will try to cut right there where I showed you all. It'll try to cut just a little nick there and a little nick there. It's just the tiniest. You can't even hardly see it, you guys. But if you want to avoid that, what I like to do before we go to print this is add the smallest offset ever. So I'm just going to add an offset of like 0.01. You literally can't even see it. Now, if you're like, you can see, let me zoom in. You can see that there's like a very vague black outline on this. You see that? I'm just going to change the offset color to like orange. So if it does show, it matches. And then you want to make sure to flatten your offset with your image. So I'm going to go ahead and flatten that. And then what we want to do is measure the surface we're putting it on. So I typically do not like my car decals to be bigger than like 5 to 7 inches. You don't want it too small because you can't see it, but you don't want it gigantic unless you are doing something like the Bell Property Management sticker on the back of Tanner's work truck.
Yes.
Like that one's huge because you're advertising something.
Right.
But if you're doing like a cute little beach bum bumper sticker, I think a 5 to 7 inch range is like really good. And you'll learn like what you prefer and what your customers like the most, but 5 to 7 is a good place to land.
Yeah.
So this one is 5 high by 3.7 wide. That's perfect. So everything is flattened. That's key when you're doing print and cut. And what we're going to do now is select make it. So you don't need to mirror your image or anything like that. We're just going to go ahead and select continue. Now, if you have not been around to do print and cut, thank you, Shirley. She says she likes my shirt. I've been wearing banties on the lives. It's not planned. It's just, I just wear these shirts all the time. I did not make this. This is from Walmart men's section, if you didn't know. So, anyways, if you all have not been around recently, like messing with print and cut features, they have updated their print and cut. So it looks different off the bat. We've got these 4 corners in here. You can see, you can pull this all the way up to the top and all the way to the sides, which you could not do before. You can change your material size.
Love it.
11 by 17.
Look at that.
11 by 17. Now, whoever decides to come out with 11 by 17 sticker paper is going to be rolling in the dough.
We're going to be giving all our money to them.
We're going to be paying you a lot of money. So, like,
Yes.
if you are a sticker maker, keep your eyes out, because I know that people that make products like this, I just guarantee 143 vinyls on top of this.
Yeah.
I feel like they're probably like, we need to be making 11 by 17 sticker paper. Now, there
Yes.
is sublimation paper. This is great for people who sublimate, because before you couldn't make.
Oh my gosh.
You couldn't do
this
it.
This changes my sublimation game.
Yeah. Before we had like a workaround and we could do it, but you couldn't do it nearly as easy before. So anyways, we're going to stick with 8.5 by 11. I'm just going to kind of nestle that in the corner. And then we're going to go ahead and select continue. Now I need to print this, so I'm going to send to my printer. I'm going to keep the bleed on. So the bleed virtually extends the outer color out a little bit. So if my calibration isn't exact, I know that color is going to go all the way to my edge, and it's not going to show any white around my sticker.
Right.
Typically, I don't leave the bleed on for everything, but for this instance, I'm going to. And then I'm also going to use my system dialog, and we're going to select print. If you're using a Mac, your dialog box is not going to pop up. So you need to pull your screen down, and then your dialog box is here. It was just hiding from you. I think Windows, it just pops up. And then we're going to feed this from the rear tray because sticker paper is a little bit thicker. And if you have a rear tray, it helps it to feed through the printer a lot better. And always print best. Always print best quality. And then I'm going to select print. But let me go, I don't know if, I think I put a piece of paper in there, but I think I used it. Let me go slide one of these sticker papers in there really fast, and we'll print that.
Okay, let us know what questions you've got. I see so many great friends. Oh my goodness, love your lives. Thanks, Diane, for being here. You guys are incredible. Donna, Alicia actually bought that in the men's section, her shirt, the men's section of Walmart, but it would be a great DTV.
It would be. This would be great DTV.
Yeah.
I think. Okay, that is printing. Okay. Now, while it's printing, I want to show you all what I like to do for this type of sticker in Cricut Design Space. So before I was cutting it on glitter cardstock, but I'm going to go to browse all materials. If you guys have stepped away, I want you to come back.
Yes.
This is something that can be very helpful to all Cricut users, and a lot of people don't realize they can do this, and that's why I like to share this little hack. So before I was cutting it on glitter cardstock, that is my go-to setting for anything that is super thick that needs multiple passes. So glitter cardstock, if we select that, let's see, hold on one second. Let's go to material settings. Okay, so I'm gonna go out of here. What you're gonna do is browse on materials, go to material settings, and I want you to scroll down to glitter cardstock. Where is she? Here we go. Okay, so glitter cardstock, it's cutting with a pressure of 270 and you're getting 2 passes. I want those same settings, but I want to make myself a laminate sticker setting. Like I don't want to click glitter cardstock. I make a lot of stickers for cars, so I want to be able to click on laminate sticker setting and then be able to have like my own setting for this type of sticker.
Right.
So what I'm gonna do is remember those settings. I'm gonna scroll all the way down to the bottom and we're gonna add a new material. So let's call this laminate stickers, and I've already made one, so it may not let me do. Okay, and then I'm going to select save, and it's gonna pull us up here, and look, you can see where I made my first one, but you can adjust the pressure. So I'm gonna adjust it to 270 because I know this cut setting works. I know this works. And then you can also adjust how many passes it does. I'm gonna do 2 passes, and then you can save it. And now, whenever we go out of this, I can browse on materials and I can type in laminate stickers, and y'all, you can name it whatever you want. And there's my cut setting. I'm gonna hit done, and this should cut exactly the way that the glitter cardstock cut, except this is like my special setting. And if you find that you need to adjust the pressures or anything like that, you can. I'm not gonna do more pressure on this. It should be enough. 270 is like tipping the bar. Like we're going to the maximum there. So let me go grab the paper. I'll be right back.
Yes, so she is getting that all good to go. I mean, look at how easy it is to really print and cut. Like a lot of people get really nervous about like integrating their printer with their Cricut, but I want to encourage you, it's a game changer. It's gonna make your project so good.
Yes. So you can see how gorgeous these colors are. Let me grab our mat really quick. So the colors printed so good, and I swear it's because we're using this matte UV laminate, or this matte sticker paper. It's so good. And so I'm just gonna place this on the top left corner. I like to make sure my print and cuts are perfectly lined up. And we're gonna roll with our brayer over top of this. The brayer is really good to make sure this is secured down. And then before we cut it, we're gonna add our special ingredient. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull a sheet of this out. Now, it does not recommend that you try to do a full sheet on here. So we're gonna cut out just enough to cover our design. We're just gonna cut this out with some scissors. And this does not affect the print and cut feature. Adding this over top of our image, it does not affect it at all. I think when I first did this, I was like, ooh, I don't know if it's gonna work. And it was totally fine. And you can save these. I save all of our little scraps.
For sure.
So now this part, this is the part where I try to avoid as many bubbles as possible. So I'm gonna flip this over, and we're just gonna fold. We're gonna fold like 1 inch or so back from our backer.
Look at you go.
So I'm just gonna fold this back just a little bit, okay? So it looks like this. Let me show you close up. So I've just folded this back, okay? What I'm gonna do next is line this up to the top of my sheet of my print and cut, okay? And then keep your burnishing tool on hand. And I'm going to basically, I'm gonna flip this over, and I'm gonna use my burnishing tool to flatten it as it goes, okay? So you're not gonna be able to see my burnishing tool as we do it.
So if anyone's asking, you know, we're go cut at laminate stickers, but if you're not using the, like what she's applying right now, that laminate protector, you would use just like printable vinyl setting is my favorite. You could use like for magnet sheets, you're like, oh my gosh, what setting? There's a magnet sheet setting, you know, anything like that. So anyone new here and you are hanging out with us today, I do want to let y'all know it's the last day to save $30 off our Flash 30 promo for President's Day. It was a little extended sale from the holiday, but today's the last day. So
it's the last one.
It's all, it's a really good deal for annual membership. If you're ready to go all in on yourself, get 1,000 cut files a month, and access to our entire library of training, cut files, fonts, community.
Yeah, and we like to talk to you guys, like in the Facebook group, like we can all be friends, you know? Okay, so I want y'all to see, I mean, 10 out of 10. There's no bubbles. There's none. So, okay, now what we need to do is load this into our Cricut. Okay, just loading this in. And we've already selected our settings in Design Space. And we're just using default pressure, and usually this works for me. Now, if this is your very first time making stickers, don't be scared to adjust your settings because some Cricuts are a little bit different. So the settings that I'm using may not work for your machine, and that's normal. Just know that's normal and don't get frustrated. Just go back into your material settings and adjust it if you need more pressure or less pressure or whatever you need. And that way you can get a good cut every single time. And then I'm just gonna hit go. And it's gonna read my registration box, and then it will cut out my sticker.
Look at you go. And this is honestly the best way. I would argue like you get the best of both worlds here.
Yes.
I think for a lot of you that want to be really like intentional and making sure you're doing the best, this is the best.
Oh, for
like,
sure.
The best way that we can, because you know your Makers Learn team is like weighing the pros and cons of like being overly like protective and like making sure you create the best result,
right,
and like being realistic with like what looks good.
Right.
This is what's gonna look best.
I feel like this gives it such a clean finish, like having this laminate. And I wish that y'all could reach through the screen and touch this sticker because it feels so good. Okay, I am not going to remove it. Where did my weeding tool go? Where'd she? Oh, here she is. Okay. I'm not going to remove it yet. I never remove anything until I make sure that it's cut all the way through. So let's pull this up. This is a sticky standard grit mat.
It is.
Praise. I love when that happens. Okay. Oh, black butter. Okay, we're going to remove that. Okay. I'm just going to pull this away. And look. That is gorgeous. Okay, whenever you pull this off, flip it over. We don't want to be curling our stickers, so we like to go with gravity. We're just going to remove this from the backer. And look, y'all, that's perfect.
That's it?
That's it.
Look at that.
That's it. This is it. For print and cut decals, I mean, that's all it takes, y'all. Like, that's it. So, and this just looks so good. I just wish y'all could touch it. It just feels really good quality. So, that's all for the print and cut. Does anybody have any questions before I show you all more of just the vinyl decals? This one was actually probably a little bit more difficult than just the regular vinyl. So I want to answer any questions that you guys may have. This UV laminate is very, I mean, it even says, it'll say on the packaging, it says, specially formulated to repel dirt, water, and adhesives. It says, this means the use of transfer tape may be difficult or even impossible. So this is covered, like your sticker is covered. It does say if your design has small parts that are separated, it may complicate the application. So make sure if you are doing decals, like with print and cut images, that you are adding an offset. If there are lots of tiny details, I would recommend an offset around the entire thing.
Yeah, and to make a really easy sticker, you want to have an offset. Like you want your shape to be something similar to like what Alicia did, like squares, rectangles.
Like an organic shape that isn't like super sharp and like pointy and all of that.
This is okay to put on a car. Yes, it is okay to put on a car, and it is removable. Do you need to add an overlay so that it protects past the edge of your sticker? Okay,
that's a good question, Melissa. So you all totally can do that. If you feel the need to add a small like offset around this so that the clear goes a little bit bigger than the sticker, I would recommend like a 0.05 offset, but you're going to need to cut your clear laminate separately from your sticker. So you can't cut them at the same time with the offset, if that makes sense.
Right.
So you would have to cut them at separate times, which makes the application process a little bit more tricky. That's why I do it this way. But if you feel like you need to do that, you can. Honestly, I feel like this is going to be pretty foolproof for you guys.
Yes.
If for some reason you try and it's not, let me know. Let me know. Right. I feel like this is going to work for you, though.
It's going to be really, really good.
Yeah.
It's going to be really good.
So that's it for those. Also, I don't recommend putting these directly on your car. I would recommend putting them on your window.
Yeah.
But I don't like to put stickers like on my car because I'm scared it's going to take the paint off. Is that me being an old lady? I don't know.
I have stickers on my paint on my car.
Shut the front door.
I do.
Like just a raw sticker on there?
It's my gym sticker. I have to represent the gym.
It's a Tesla.
It's.
What if it discolors your paint?
My paint is flawless.
Okay. Listen, it's your car. It's your
car.
life.
It's your car. It's your decision.
Right.
And again, it's your customer's decision.
Exactly. So
That's
you
true.
can only tell them what you would do, and you can't tell them what to do.
That's true. That's true.
Okay.
I love it.
So now that we've got our PNGs out of the way, let's just do like a monogram. I think a monogram is very popular always.
Yeah.
So we're just going to do a simple monogram decal. And I'm hoping that let's do a name. Let's do like Sadie.
Sadie.
Like Sadie's car.
Love
you know when
it.
people put like Sadie on her side and Shane on his side?
I did
Or,
not
like,
know.
his and hers.
Yeah.
Sadie's not into that, I can tell. Okay, so if someone wanted to do like their name or Sadie's car, let's do that. So everyone knows, Sadie just got a new car also. That's very cute. It's very nice.
We love it.
And then I'm just going to go ahead and pick my font. Now, I do recommend doing something thicker. You don't want to do anything super dainty for this. One, because it's not going to be legible. And two, like it's going to be, I don't know. You just want to be able to see it when you're driving. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You don't want anything super thin. So let's just find a good chunky font. Oh, that's cute. Okay, Sadie would never put this on her car, but we're going to go because this is a good chunky font. I feel like this would work just fine. And so, like I was saying earlier, you want to pay attention to the width and the height. Right now, we're like almost an inch high, but the width is like 6.3. We could just make this a solid 7 in width. I like that size. Okay, we're going to be cutting this in purple vinyl. You don't have to change it to purple, but I like to get a visual.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and hide our old image. And then what you're going to do next is just go to make it. And then, so we've got our little cutout right here. Now, you all can tell if this got any smaller, I don't know how well it would cut on our adhesive vinyl. So adhesive vinyl, it tends to not like smaller, intricate details. It's not as good as with that as HTV typically is. So we're just going to settle with that. I've got my standard grip mat here, and I, of course, am using Starcraft Permanent Adhesive. This is my favorite adhesive vinyl brand. I will stand beside, your car decals are gonna last longer if you're using high quality vinyl.
Yeah.
Your Dollar Tree vinyl car decals are not gonna last.
Here's the minimum, in my opinion. So there's permanent vinyl, there's removable vinyl,
Yes.
and at not necessarily Starcraft, but our other brand that has the 651s, help me out. Oracal.
Yeah.
651 is the base.
Yes.
Do not go any lighter than 651 for a car decal.
Yeah.
And we've previously talked about this. Even a permanent vinyl is still removable. Like you're still gonna be able to peel it up, things like that, especially on glass,
right.
on your car windows and things like that. So just remember the grade and it's the stickiness, the durability, things like that. That's why I want you to all imagine 651 is like your base. So for Starcraft Permanent, things like that, that's the same formula, pretty much.
So the permanent will have like a higher tack than a removable vinyl does. So if you're like noob to looking at vinyls and you're like, what's the difference? What's the difference? The permanent is going to be better for a car because it's going to stay on longer, but it's not actually permanent. So you don't have to feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not putting it on my car because it's never going to come off. It will. Sure. It will when you want it to, but it won't when you don't want it to. So we've got our mat here. I'm just going to go ahead and put my vinyl down. And then I've got my burnishing tool. Make sure that is down really well. Okay. And then I'm going to select continue. And we're just going to use the standard vinyl setting. So type in vinyl. Oops. So we've got premium vinyl, and I'm going to use a permanent glossy because that's what we're using today. Select done, and then we can go ahead and send this through the Cricut. Okay, I'm going to get my transfer tape ready. Oh, there she is. I thought I had a whole roll in here, but this will work. Okay, so I also
do you need more? Okay.
No, I think this is actually perfect.
Yay.
I thought I had a whole roll, but the Lord knew.
Yes.
So I want to talk about if you're selling decals and the importance of the transfer tape that you use. I think using a good quality transfer tape is important. Like, this is my favorite. Would you put, I just want to know your opinion, because you prefer the masking transfer tape. Would you put that if you sold decals?
I would not use paper transfer tape for a customer.
Yes.
And the reason why is I just want it to be the best quality. Now, I have purchased decals that have a masking paper transfer tape on it.
Okay.
And it went on great. It went on perfect.
Yeah.
But for me, I would use this transfer tape, like Cricut transfer tape. I like the clear ones. I think the clear ones work better. I think
you can see.
You can see it, and as someone that may not have worked with transfer tape before, you have to remember that. So I want my customer to utilize the material that's easiest to use,
right?
Even if it costs a little bit more.
I agree. And a lot of times people really like to use the gridded transfer tape too, because it helps them line it up. So that's something that you can think about. My decal is cut. I'm just making sure that it cut all the way through, and it did. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and remove this. And then we're gonna go ahead and cut away the excess because we can use this vinyl another day. Okay. There we go. And then you're just gonna want to weed away the excess. I think this cut pretty good. StarCraft vinyl weeds so good.
It does.
I just love it.
Guys, what did you think about my new heat transfer vinyl hack video that was posted on Sunday? I don't want to toot my own horn or anything. Actually, I'm going to, because not only did the team work so hard on it, it's like a whole team effort. Y'all showed up in the comments and was like, these are all hacks I've never seen before.
I know. I love that.
They're
I
like
love
never
when
before
happens.
seen hacks, so you're going to love it.
I love it.
It's awesome.
So
Sabrina says, I'm a little confused. The link for printable vinyl you have is for a matte waterproof permanent sticker vinyl. So why would you need another waterproof matte film over top just to make it thicker? So Sabrina, we actually put that laminate over top our matte. We think the matte provides the best print quality. And then we think our laminate sheet, and notice how I say I think, like this is an opinion, okay?
Right.
You could just use the matte paper and just subtract the thought of using the laminate. No harm, no foul. But if you want it to last longer, the best durability, things like that, we take the laminate and put over top of our great print quality so that less discoloration, lasts longer, and that's just, in my opinion, the best way to do it.
yes, I agree. And I think that having that extra layer really extends the life of the sticker. Like, I just feel like it helps a lot in that aspect. So that's why I recommend doing that. Okay, can y'all see what I'm doing here? Okay, we're just gonna put this on. Normally I would do the taco method, but this is a really long sticker.
Yes.
So I'm just going to line the bottom. This is a straight edge on the bottom because I cut it with the grid. So I'm gonna line that up with near the bottom of the Sadie's car as straight as I humanly can.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. And then we're just going to burnish that down, and then you can remove it, and we're going to trim this baby up because it's looking a little crazy. Okay, and don't peel it up like me. Flip your mat over and then peel it off. I did that wrong. And then what we're going to do now is just remove all of this excess vinyl. I'm just going to cut this like so, trying to go as straight as possible. And listen, if you start selling decals, a paper trimmer is going to be your best bud because you can cut it super, super clean. And actually, I feel like, where did I put my scissors at? Oh,
you
here.
just had them.
I was like, I just had it. I'm just going to cut with my scissors. I can do it a little bit cleaner that way. And Y'all, this is it. Do you guys have questions over the permanent vinyl ones or anything, I guess?
Yeah, let us know. Let us know. Let us know. We're so excited. Tina was curious. I also missed it. What was that font we used for Sadie's car?
Let's go back.
Let's double,
it's a new one.
It's a new one.
Bell bottom.
Bell bottom.
She's cute.
It's a good one.
She's cute.
I really like a thick font, you know, especially for a decal and things like that. So
yes, me
you
too.
You found it. That is
yes.
awesome. Oh, I love the HTV hack tutorial. I saved it for YouTube. Yes.
Oh, awesome. Yay. Okay, so I wanted to just show you all how to apply these really fast. This is obviously not a car window, but it's a glass plate. I think it's from the Dollar Tree or something. This is a little bit long, so I'm just going to trim it. We're not actually going to be putting that on Sadie's car. So
Megan says, take us to Sadie's car and slap that thing on there.
It is a really cute font.
Oh, yes.
I just don't know if it's Sadie's vibe.
Oh, now tell us what you're doing here, Alicia.
Okay, so what I'm doing, first of all, making sure that it fits, and it does. Now that I've trimmed the car off, I've got my alcohol right here, a paper towel, and I'm just going to clean my surface. So
you would do this with the window.
Yes, you would do this with the window. I mean, make sure your car is clean. We had to do, the thumbnail, you guys, is my car, and it was so dirty. And I was like, Sadie, I'm going to clean this corner of my window. And so in the thumbnail, it's like one clean corner of my car window.
That's awesome.
And that's it. The rest of the car was dirty.
I love it.
So I just clean that, and you want to make sure that it dries really well and don't touch it again after you cleaned it. And then I feel like I shouldn't be the person to show you guys this because I'm such not a perfectionist when it comes to stuff like this.
But you want to teach them how you became a non-perfectionist about it, because you know, you just get more comfortable the more times you do it.
I agree. So I'm an eyeballer.
Yes.
I mean, I'm trying to tell you guys how I learned how to be an eyeballer, but it's just the way my brain works. But I will say before we apply it, I like to squeegee it down on the front, flip it over, squeegee it down on the back, and then get your window, get up next to your window. We're going to remove the backing very slowly. And then we're just going to try to find the center. Now, I'm like at an angle, so don't come for me if this is crooked, okay? This is Sadie's plate now. And so I just kind of check the upper and the lower distance, as well as the left and the right distance here, and just adjust accordingly. And you can kind of touch it down right in the middle first, okay? And then we're just gonna lay that down slowly, and then you want to burnish it on really well. Now, your customers may not always have a burnishing tool, but I know that they've got a credit card or a debit card they can use. So they can whip that out, and you can even give them instructions for how to apply it if that helps. And then all you're gonna do after that is just pull up your transfer slowly. Okay. And voila, there you go. Now I've got my price sticker on the back. So there's two things that I also want to talk about. If you are doing holographic vinyl, I want you all to make sure you are using the correct transfer tape.
Yes.
You cannot use this Caesar transfer tape with holographic vinyl or any of the like sparkly fun vinyl. You need a stronger tack for that, so make sure you know what tack to use for that. Another question that I see is, can I put it on the inside of my car window? Your windows are probably tinted, so no one's going to see it. And also,
the bubbles.
I don't know if there's not. This one's actually really not bad. Yeah. But a lot of times you'll get bubbles. So if you did do it from the inside, you'd have to mirror it first and then stick it. But it doesn't not
the
look
readability
good.
and everything does not look as good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just kind of lose it. So there's that. That's
you
it.
Did it.
Yes.
All right. So Renee says, if you're making a multi-layered decal, how do you eliminate the tiny bubbles between the layers? So let's talk about that. So if I was doing a multi-layer vinyl decal, now Alicia was so kind to teach 2 different ways to do a decal. Number 1, print and cut, and then bada bing, bada boom. Number 2, you could just cut regular vinyl.
Just one layer.
Just one layer,
yeah.
and provide them the transfer tape to apply it. So if I was going to do a multi-layer decal, and stack the vinyl layers, you would provide them with just the transfer tape after you've applied and stuck all the layers. So that's number one I wanted to mention. Number two, when you ask how do you eliminate tiny bubbles between the layers, you would just want to make sure to use that taco method as you're laying down the decals. I have a great tutorial where I teach, it's called how to do a multi-layer image. And I actually teach you my process of picking them all up. It's building a multi-layer bicycle. And you can just like pick each layer up. There's a secret hack and you'll see it all just adheres to the one piece of transfer tape.
Right, and we actually go over it in the 30 Days to Master Your Cricut. I did a tutorial on it as well, layering two layers. So if you're a member, that's actually in your dashboard under the 30 Days to Master Your Cricut. It's like how to layer vinyl, but same concept. And then if you do find that you're still getting bubbles, my favorite hack is to take a little pin tool or like a sewing pin, and you can literally stab it, just a little stab, just a little stab, and just kind of like go
Even
over
it,
and it'll even itself out. But I try not to do that because sometimes you can see it. But you know, it happens. It's natural with vinyl. So
yes, I love it. So I really want everyone to, you know, if you have any other questions, to let us know. Someone asked, how do I join Makers Gonna Learn? There's pretty much two ways you can join. Number one, you can be monthly at $27 a month, or you can go annual today, and you can claim our best deal and get our annual membership, which is like a huge savings, extra bonuses, so good. And you can use the coupon code FLASH30 today to go for that annual year membership. Woo! Aw, it made all the difference getting it aligned correctly. Go Donna, congratulations.
Good.
That is so fun. Oh my goodness, that is so, so good. So yeah, definitely get started. If you all do not know, we have our craft conference coming up, Make-a-thon.
Oh, it's next weekend.
Not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
I'm so excited.
Good, so good. If you need a ticket, be sure to grab your ticket. We are making 5 crafts together.
In
5
real time.
crafts, real time. We're going to make sure and try to keep everyone well taken care of, so it'll be super, super fun, and it'll be really, really awesome. So yay, I love it, love it, love it,
so
love
fun.
And it's going to be good. So yeah, guys, this is such a fun project. Please think about making card decals.
Yeah.
You can use pre-made stickers on makersgonnalearn.com. You can design your own and flatten it down. You can manipulate some of these. I mean, possibilities are endless.
I mean, if you're a member, you can go right onto the website. You can go on, if you're not a member, and look at just the print and cut files. And not only do you have that selection, but you've also got all of the other files as well. So, and you can turn SVGs into PNGs and things like that. So,
and Victoria, you can take the 30-day challenge as a monthly member.
Yeah.
That's huge. So you'll be able to take the curriculum inside the membership. You're getting inspiration, education, and motivation all inside the membership. Unlimited downloads, over 1,000 fonts, over 13,000 cut files. It's a lot of good stuff in there.
A lot. There's tons to look at.
Yes, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. Remember, our shows are every Wednesday. We are 1:30 p.m. Eastern. We recorded the first 2 episodes of our podcast.
Ooh!
I got Courtney on the podcast, y'all.
She's so cute.
I know. It really is like a whole new person. We address where she is, why she's not on camera. We talk about our whole story. And then we also talked to Lauren today. I've got Alicia and Sadie on the list. We got to get them on the podcast. It's going to be really good.
I love it.
So it's going to be awesome. Karen says, I'm now an annual member. Congratulations, Karen. What is the Facebook group? So go to your dashboard. Under your dashboard, you will see Facebook group. And you'll click it, and you will fill out 2 or 3 questions. And that's how you're going to have instant BFFs that are going to be your best friends. Some of our VIMs are here and in the chat. So super fun. And someone says, how do we find the podcast? So Donna, we love podcasts.
Yes.
You will be able to find the podcast on the YouTube channel, number one, for the video.
Right.
If you want to see us, if you want to see our reactions. But if you are going to want to listen and not be on YouTube, like you're in the car, you're driving,
chilling,
in your earbuds, you want to put this in your earbuds on the go, you can listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, we have to release an episode before we can create all of those. So they'll be coming. Yee! I'm so excited.
They're gonna. I told Chandler, I said I didn't realize how excited I would be to watch or listen to our own podcast, because like normally I'm like right outside the door. I can hear you guys.
And you're watching.
And I can watch it. So now it's like a little surprise for me.
It is.
I'm like, what did y'all talk about?
I'm really excited for these conversations because for a lot of our team, you already know. You already know Courtney for the little bit. You already know Lauren, or so you think. Right? And then like at the podcast, like, things just occur and stories are told and like you get a lot more background.
Yeah, so a lot more insight. Where I honestly am feeling a little exposed. Like, I don't know what you guys are like, you don't know. The conversation is very organic. So
I'm wanting to do a solo podcast of just myself and my own story, because a lot of like me and Courtney sharing our story had a lot of like things that I like just had to kind of move past, because I was like, okay, Courtney.
Like you guys weren't doing the same thing always.
Yeah, like, personally, there's a lot to talk about that doesn't revolve around, mine and Courtney's story. So, so it's gonna be really good. So it's called Makers Gonna Learn Unfiltered.
MGL Unfiltered.
MGL, it's just called the Unfiltered Podcast. It's gonna be really good. It's gonna be Mondays on the YouTube channel. Yep. So when you all have seen like this past few weeks, you may be like, oh my gosh, like I see like a video or two that are like older videos or mashups. Every week, what I don't know if people understand it yet or not, you get the hour show every Wednesday.
Right.
That I want everyone to watch. Like, this is a big deal for us to be able to come, teach live, hang out, fellowship, everything. Okay, that's 1 hour. The podcast, we're going to say, is an hour. Hopefully, so it'll, both episodes, Lauren's was about an hour 15, Courtney's was an hour 5. So that's the second hour of content you can consume. On Sundays, I have a brand new high quality polished training that is available. That's like 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Then we have another video that comes out on Thursdays.
Yes.
That's a new video that's usually from Alicia or Lauren or the team on Thursdays. That's that's over 2 hours of content.
Yeah.
Almost 3 hours of content.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of new stuff. Now on some of the other days, we're repurposing live streams. We're repurposing video to reach and find more people.
Right.
We are dedicated to serving every single Cricut owner. My goal by the end of this year is to go from 13 or 14,000 Makers Gonna Learn members. I would like to hit 20,000 members. Yeah. So we're on a goal to meet new people, find new people, and at the end of the day, serve people to craft more.
Also, we reached 600,000 subscribers this week. That's huge.
600K, y'all. Congratulations.
Yes, that's amazing.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
So exciting.
Congratulations to all of you for being part of it. That's so awesome. And it's gonna be awesome. So there is a payment plan for Make-a-thon tickets or pay in full, whichever you prefer. Get your tickets while you can, and it'll be awesome. We can't wait to craft with you, not this weekend, but next. If you can't attend live, there will be a replay. So lifetime access. So
I love it.